Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Lesser Known but Awesome Heroes. And this time I'm kicking off the Avengers Edition with one of the many powerhouse members of the 60s. Yes, one of the prime Avengers recruits of the 60s is the Lion of Olympus, the Greek god, the newly christened Greek god of strength. Or rather, he was the Greek god of strength. Lion of Olympus, let's see. Oh yeah, the Prince of Power. I could go through all the nicknames, but basically I'm going to talk about Marvel Comics' version of Hercules. Now, Hercules was created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, and he first appeared in Journey into Mystery Annual #1 in 1965. And he would be set as the rival to Thor. And he would be a regular guest star throughout many of Thor's books. And he would actually guest star in Tales to Astonish #79 in May of 1966, getting into a deadlocked battle with the Hulk, setting him up to be a powerhouse character. And it was also right around this time that he would eventually join the Avengers in March of 1967 in issue number 38 of the Avengers. And he would make many guest star appearances in like the Champions Marvel Team Up. He's been part of Hero for Hire, Damage Control, the Olympic Pantheon, the Defenders, the Secret Avengers, and Civil War, the God Squad. He's just all over the place. And eventually he did play a significant role in the Avengers Under Siege storyline involving the Masters of Evil, but then that story would lead directly into the Assault on Olympus storyline, in which he would eventually leave the team. And he would star in Thor Blood Oath as a guest star. And at the conclusion of World War Hulk, he would also receive his own self-published title that would go on until eventually it would conclude in Incredible Hercules issue 141 in April of 2010. Also, I kind of skipped over it. Writer-artist Bob Layton had actually done 2 limited miniseries in which Herc actually was exiled from Olympus by Zeus to learn humility in the 24th century. This was, however, an alternate universe storyline. And they've been doing a lot of mini off-the-wall stuff, like one 2010 comic included development in which it suggests that Herc actually had a sexual encounter with the gay superhero known as North Star. And they're now going to try to create a new Herc series just self-entitled called Herc, where he has no powers and he apparently will be wielding mythical arms. He's had a lot of significant things, actually. He's done a lot of significant things. Not all of them, tragically, I can name, because it would make for like probably I would say nearly a 30 to 50-minute video. And quite frankly, as much as I'm going to sound, as I shall put it, well, I have no idea the way to put it, so I'm just going to be simplistic. I just don't have the time to really try to make a 50-minute video explaining Herc's origins. But what I will say is that he's had quite the illustrious comic book career. If you guys actually look at it, you'll actually notice that he's had quite the career. Not only with the Avengers, but just on his own and with the Defenders and many other teams. But he is actually the strongest of the Olympians, capable of actually... He smashed rocks into powder, sealed an entire cliff around an opponent with his bare hands. He actually has dragged the island of Manhattan back into place after a supervillain moved it. He actually tripped up Godzilla. He moved a spaceship in outer space all while carrying it on his arms and back. Yeah, try to figure out that logic. And his superhuman legs have actually allowed him to run at speeds of over 100 miles per hour and leap over 100 feet into the air. He's been able to withstand blows from Thor, and actually possesses a complete resistance to bullets. He's also highly skilled in archery, boxing, and Greco-Roman wrestling, and in combat occasionally wields the Golden Mace, which has been stated and shown to be the equal of Mjolnir, Thor's hammer. As an Olympian, he is resistant to all earthly diseases, possesses a healing factor